everyone and welcome to my vlog. If you haven't been to my channel before, my name is Emma and I am a writer living in Wales, and today I am visiting the Hay Festival of Literature. My family tend to come to this festival every year. I don't think that we've missed any. In 2020 we had tickets to the online events that were held, so I think that still counts. Anyway, it really wouldn't be Hay without a bit of rain, which unfortunately we have today. So it's not looking quite in its glory in the footage, I'm afraid, but we are still determined to have an absolutely fantastic time, and I'll be able to show you around. If you don't know anything about the festival, I'll tell you a little bit about it and basically just what is here. Going to go to our first talk and then I will kind of get back to you guys and take you on a little bit of a tour maybe. Hey, so I've settled down in one of the famous Hay Festival deck chairs, which are actually super comfy, for a little bit of a read and a chat with you. It's really nice. I'm in this kind of big tent thing, so out of the rain, but can like watch the rain, which is quite nice. And it's quite windy, which actually makes it quite exciting when you are in the talks, because the talks are also in big tents. But because it's so windy, it does kind of move the fabric quite a bit, and it does sound quite exciting, especially because the talk that I've just come from was Natalie Haynes, who does retellings of the Greek myths. She's a classicist and she's had several books out. Anyway, it was making such a noise on the ceiling of the tent that she was worried that she had angered the gods or something. It's something that she'd said. Anyway, so yeah, I have got my book here. I'm just going to start this now. It was recommended by a friend of mine, which is really sweet, and it's Kate Atkinson's Life After Life. I don't know anything about it other than that it was recommended to me. My local community centre has loads and loads of books donated to it, which they sell so cheaply, and she happened to be in there with me chatting, and she pointed out that book and said, you have to read this book, it's brilliant. So I picked it up and I thought I would start it today. So one tip, if you are coming to the Hay Festival, that I would say is don't worry about filling your day up completely with talk after talk after talk, unless there are actually people that you really want to see, because not only is there loads to do and to see around here outside of the talks, but also one of the lovely things about the festival is so many people sitting around reading and relaxing, especially when it's beautiful weather, because then a load of these deck chairs are out on the grass, which is around me, or under the trees to get some shade, and that's just such a lovely bit of the festival as well. So definitely make sure that you leave some time for that. Yes, I'm going to make the most of some quiet time now, and I will be back with you in a little while. Update. I was so happy sitting here, but the wind has just changed direction and now the rain is coming in on me, so I'm going to have to move. I've come inside where it is dry and blissfully warm, and I'm just having a look around the festival bookshop. I don't normally buy that many books at the festival, but I do like to have a look at the signed books in here, because they have books from all of the authors who come to the festival, and lots of them are here for signing. So it's really great if you can catch one of your favorite authors after their talks and queue up and get the book signed personally. But if you can't, then there are often signed copies of their books available anyway, so that's really cool. Makes a more personal present, I think, if you're buying a book for somebody. They also have like some really nice like cards and tote bags and all kinds of things. So it's a nice bit of shopping, but best of all, it is in the drop. I'm just having a wander around some of the stalls and things. There's really loads and loads to see here, in between talks. And I'm just really appreciating how beautifully stoic us British are as a nation. There are so many people wandering around in their waterproofs eating an ice cream, because there's really good ice cream at the Hay Festival, and I guess it would be a shame to miss out even if the weather is absolutely dreadful. And that really just, it says something about the British spirit, I think, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. One shop which I definitely need to check out is the farm shop. So it's run by a place called Oak Church, and I've actually been there. It's this massive farm shop over the border in England. And yeah, they've set up like a little farm shop here, and I didn't have a chance to go in earlier, but I did try some of their strawberries. They had tasters outside and they were so good and so fresh. So I definitely think that I need to pick up a punnet of those at least, and possibly some other treats. Yeah, so this is it just behind me. All kinds of goodies, lots of freshly baked things as well. They've got scones, I can see, as well as like fruit and cheese and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to need both hands. I'm going to be busy. I'll catch you guys later. Hello, on today's episode of Weird Things That Annoy Emma, it is this quote here: I declare, after all, there is no enjoyment like reading. How much sooner one tires of anything other than of a book, by Jane Austen. It is from Pride and Prejudice. Why does this drive me crazy? It doesn't really. It's just that it is said by Caroline Bingley, the awful Caroline Bingley, who is Mr. Bingley's sister in Pride and Prejudice, and she is at this point in the story being really, really awful to Elizabeth Bennet, and she doesn't really like reading. She's just trying to appear intelligent in front of everybody else, and so it just comes across as very false, and it's used to advertise reading. I see it used a lot, and it's really not, because when you realise what's behind it and who said it, that isn't what Jane Austen was going for at all. Although I do appreciate that if you forget that it was Caroline Bingley and the context in which she said it, that it is a good quote. So, you know, I'll let it go. I just wanted to have a read. Okay, well, I am off home to go and dry up and sort out this crazy hair from the breeze. We've had a fantastic time, even if we have got a little bit soggy, just as we do every year. Thank you so much to the Hay Festival for inviting me to come and be here today. I've had an absolutely brilliant time. Seen so many inspiring speakers, done some great people watching, eaten some really lovely food, done some good reading outside, and made the most of everything, even if it has been a bit soggy. I would definitely be back again next year. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, make sure that you boot that like button and subscribe if you're not already.